Hello everyone, Sanjay here. So in this video is my calculation on how many Primogem you can get before the end of Baal's banner. Now of course there is quite a few assumptions made in this video, so let me explain. First of all, I am assuming that miHoYo will be releasing Baal next patch because the official art of the Raiden Shogun, Kokomi, and Sarah has been revealed by miHoYo officially. So according to the rule that last time they released Ayaka, Yoimiya, and Sayu, and they're coming this patch, I assume next patch will be Raiden Shogun, Kokomi, and Sarah. The second assumption I'm making is that there will be two banners next patch, which means the first banner will last from September the 1st to September the 22nd. The third assumption I'm making is that Raiden Shogun will appear in the first banner, so which means Raiden Shogun's banner will end on September the 2nd. If any of the assumption is wrong from above, then this calculation will not be useful at all. Finally, the conclusion, basically regarding all the assumptions I'm making above, is that Raiden Shogun's banner will run from September the 1st to September the 22nd, which means in this video I'm actually telling you how much Primogem I'm expecting you can get until September the 2nd. By the way, the video is made on August the 1st in case you need to check the date. So a few more assumptions regarding the actual events of patch 2.1. I assume that during the first banner of 2.1, which is again from September the 1st to September the 2nd, the main event will be the Moonchase event. And for the second banner, which is going from September the 22nd to October the 13th, the main event will be the first year anniversary of Genshin. So which means I will not be calculating the Primogems we are getting for the anniversary, instead it will just be from the Moonchase. And so with that out of the way, let's get started. So there will be 52 days in total until the end of Raiden Shogun's banner, if all of the above is true. So thus, we can get a very easy calculation of Primogems. Now of course, regarding the part for 2.1, the calculation is very rough, but we can get a good estimate how much Primogem we can get until the end of 2.0. This part is very much clear. So first, let's start with daily commissions. 52 days of daily commissions nets you a total of 3,120 Primogems. The second section, add all of these by yourself if you have these. If you do not have these, just don't add them. In the end, you'll get a number similar to the number I'll say in the end. So if you have Welcome Moon, then 52 days with 90 days in total gives you 4,680 Primogems. I am not calculating the ones from the 300 because I don't know when your Welcome Moon starts and when your Welcome Moon ends. So if you are calculating in those 300 extra Genesis crystals, just adding them in yourself. For the Battle Pass has two sources of Primogems technically. There is the 680 Primogems at the level 50 of a paid Battle Pass. There is also four intertwined fates within the Battle Pass. So each fate is equivalent to 160 Primogems, which means in total, the Battle Pass has 1,320 Primogems worth of value of wishes in there. All the numbers will get converted to wishes in the end, so it's okay to convert them back to Primogems, even though it's not practical IRL. For the monthly shop, for the month of August and month of September, each month you'll be able to get 5 intertwined fates, and you can do it twice, so 10 intertwined fates in total, which nets to 1,600 Primogems. For the Spiral Abyss, we're looking at 50 Primogems per every 3 stars, 12 overall because there are 36 stars in the Abyss, and there will be 4 Abyss cycle until the end of Baal's banner, so 2 week each cycle, so which means in total we're looking at, if you clear everything perfectly, 2,400 Primogems. Just subtract the numbers to get your rough estimate, because it's easy. Just subtract 50 for just subtract 200 for every single 3 star you cannot get, and then that is overall for that is the average you need for every 4 cycles, because it's calculated by every 4 cycles. Instead of subtracting 50, just subtract 200 from the 2,400 to get the number you need. Now for the rest of the 2.0 events, we have 3 events left that will give us Primogems. Circus Mechanicus, the Tower Defense event, Lost Reaches, the event that gives you the Sealy, and Phantom Flow, which is similar to the trial event we had earlier, but instead it's fighting mobs who are buffed, and it has something to do with Electro Grana again, but this time it's just fighting a bunch of mobs, and you do get 420 Primogems for each of them, which means in total you net 1660 Primogems. Now of course I am excluding one event here, which is the Leyline Overflow event. However, that event has never given Primogems in the past, so I'm going to assume they follow that this time, so no Primogems for that event. Now moving on to 2.1 calculations, where things get a little rough, which is unclear. So first, I assume that they are opening the rest of Inazuma, either 2 islands or 3 islands or 1 island or something like that. And for safe estimate, I assume the rest of Inazuma were getting 2,400 Primogems in total for world exploration, world quest, chests, and other like puzzles, things like that. So overall, all the world exploration plus side quest together, I'm estimating 2,400 Primogems, which is a lower estimate. But I want to make sure that the number I say in the end, you'll get a number higher than that, guaranteed. So this is why I'm saying the lower estimate of my number here. As for events, there are 3 weeks in the Raiden Shogun's banner again, so I assume 1 week, 1 event per week, which means we're looking at 420 Primogems for every 3 weeks, which means in total we're looking 1,260 Primogems. So that is again a safe estimate, and in case they do a giant event worth in 2 weeks, those events tend to worth 840 Primogems instead, so the number goes up to the same number instead. And finally, some one-time things we can get for the 2.1 live stream. Each of the codes 100 Primogems each, nets to a total of 300 Primogems. For the Hoyolab Sign event, every week you get 20 Primogems. You can get 6 weeks in total. Again, the last week or so, they try to make sure every single month there's only a maximum of 60. So by the end of Baal's banner, which is September the 22nd, you will be able to get all the Primogems from September, and you will be able to get all the Primogems from August, which nets to a total of 120. And finally, server maintenance, 5 hours, 60 Primogems each, nets to 300, and bug fixes, normally they just reward 300 anyways. So in total, if you're a free-to-play, no abyss, then we're looking at 10,660 Primogems, which gives you around 66.625 pulls. And if you look at, you do all these things from above, which means you also perfectly clear the abyss, have the welcome, have the battle pass, and also finish exploring the rest of the islands, then we are looking at 19,060 Primogems, which is 119.125 pulls. So your number should be close to the higher end, no matter if you're a complete free-to-play or not, because I'm definitely putting on some lower bounds here. But again, I want to make sure the number I have for you guys is definitely achievable by anyone. So that's all I have for you today. That is how much Primogems at least I'm expecting everyone to get before the release of Raiden Shogun's banner. Again, if assuming she is the first banner in 2.1 and assuming that she shows up in 2.1 at all. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. Thank you and have a nice day.